everyone! So I have done a lot of beauty shopping in the last week. My excuse was it was my birthday week. Yes, I don't just get a day, I get a week. So I did pick up a few things at Sephora, a few things at MAC, and then I received, I'll show you one beauty gift that I received for my birthday. The first thing that I picked up, I actually picked up two things. I went to MAC the day that they released their new, I think it was called In Extra Dimension collection. Originally I put every single one of the 5 blushes from the collection on hold. When I got there, stopped myself from getting everything, said you don't need all of these. I tried to go with colors that I don't already have. So I picked up 2 blushes. I was also looking at their eyeshadows, but for like $25 for an eyeshadow, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Anyway, the first blush that I picked up is called At Dusk, and it's just this really pretty light baby pink. Now these don't have any like shimmer or glitter in them, but they have this like beautiful sheen. Like I don't really know what does it, but it just gives the skin like this really natural soft glow. They aren't the most pigmented blushes in the world. You do have to kind of like swatch them quite a bit to get a really good dose of color, but like it's gorgeous, so whatever. I don't mind the extra work. The other color that I picked up, another one of the new blushes, is in the color Bareness. It's just a really nice, light, peachy, neutral, again, not overly pigmented. You do have to work to get this color out of the pan, and it has the same really soft sheen without being like glittery or even really shimmery. After that, so that was on my birthday that I actually went to MAC. I treated myself to those things. After I went to MAC, I went to Sephora because they were having their VIB, like the first day of their VIB event, where you got this lovely black and white tote if you went that day and purchased something. So of course I had to purchase something to get the tote. The first thing that I got, or originally the only thing I got when I went up to the counter, was one of the new Stila, I think they're called the, let me just make sure, Countless Color Pigments. Now, when I've seen these online, most people have used them as eyeshadows, or at least said they were going to. While this color is really pretty, I don't think I'm going to be using this as an eyeshadow. What I'm hoping is that blended together, it's going to create this really, really gorgeous kind of like hot corally color for my cheeks during the summer. So there's 3 different colors kind of throughout. There's like this light golden color, more of a bright orange, and then a really bright sort of pink coral. So that was the only thing that I purchased at Sephora at first, but of course walking out of the store, I'm still looking around and find something else I want to get, and it is one of the Too Faced Color Drenched Lip Creams, and it is in the color Razzle, Dazzle, Rose. It's just like a really nice neutral medium pink. It has kind of like lilac, I don't know how you say that. I say lilac, I think, undertones. I have some other ones of these, some of the other drenched color creams. Really moisturizing, really well pigmented. I know this is just really a basic neutral color, but I didn't really have anything like this in my collection. At least not that was as moisturizing. I have very dry lips, so I like to do things that are really moisturizing. I don't know, those MAC lipsticks I try, but I have so many of them that I want to wear, but they just don't feel right on my lips. So this feels really nice. Actually, what I am wearing today, I don't know if you can tell, like, based on where the camera is, my lips. Anyway, so that was the second thing I picked up. So after that, I received a package from my friend Tiffany of Will Work for Makeup. I had asked her to pick me up a couple of things in the States that I couldn't get here, and so she sent me those along with a little surprise. The first things I really wanted her to get were 2 Illamasqua blushes. I have absolutely fallen in love with Illamasqua blushes. They are so pigmented. Like literally you like tap your finger and you get so much color. Like that was like a tiny tap. They're smooth, they're creamy, they're just amazing. The only problem is the only place in Canada that sells them, as far as I know, or at least the only place in Ontario, is in Toronto, so that's a 2-hour drive for me, at the Eaton Centre, which is like $17 parking, so I don't really get out there to get them. Plus, they're more expensive in Canada than they are in the States. So she picked me up 2. The first one is in the color Lover. It is like the perfect spring blush in my opinion. It's kind of like a peachy orange sherbet. Did you guys know it's called sherbet? I used to always think it was sherbet, and my mom corrected me, I think only last year, and it was kind of a shock. It's a really nice sherbet color. Like I said, crazy pigmented, but you can blend it out because they are so creamy. So like if you don't want like a huge smack of color on your cheek, don't worry about it. The second color she picked me up was the color Hussy. I don't really know how to describe this. It's almost like a corally pink. It's really bright, really pretty, perfect for summer. Again, so pigmented, so creamy, so smooth. So the next things I asked her to pick up were actually the new Revlon lip butter shades. Now I had looked for these in Canada and also in the States, and I couldn't find them anywhere, and I know that Tiffany said she had a really hard time hunting them down. I think she had to go to several stores, so thanks so much, Tiffany. The first one that I got is in the shade Pink Lemonade. It's just this really pretty light kind of baby pink with peach undertones. It's not the most pigmented color in the world, but they feel amazing on the lips, and they're just great if you want something on the lips that isn't just like a plain lip balm, but you don't want to go for like a ton of color. It's just like an everyday, really nice kind of neutral shade. The next color is Juicy Papaya, and it is really pretty. It's like this nice bright coral with peach and orange undertones. This one isn't crazy pigmented if you just do like one coat, but you can build it up for a really nice dose of color, and I think this is just a great color for both spring and summer. Next is Sorbet. It's a really pretty, just like hot, almost neon pink. This one does have a lot of color, but again, you can just do like one swatch and it's kind of more sheer. I like to do a lot because I like really bold lips. Perfect for summer and spring. And the last one is Wild Watermelon. This is definitely my favorite. Like, look at that. Like, this is the me color. I love really bright, reddy coral, look, it matches my nails. Reddy coral lip products. Love, 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 love. Hopefully they're going to be coming to Canada soon. Like I said, I haven't seen them, but if you have, let me know where, because I wouldn't mind picking some up even for a giveaway. The last thing that Tiffany sent me was a little treat, and it is from Sonia Kashuk, and it is their Undetectable Cream Bronzer. Now when I first saw this, I thought, does she know what I look like? This looks really, really dark. But I haven't worn it yet, but I have been swatching it and sharing it out, and it really is kind of undetectable. It's not as dark as it looks in the pan. If you blend it, I think it's going to give like a really nice, subtle dose of color, especially in the summer, and it would also be really nice for contouring the cheeks. On Saturday, I went into Toronto for a birthday dinner with some of my favorite beauty bloggers, and of course I had to go to Sephora before the dinner started because it was still like the 15% VIB, and I thought, oh, I didn't get myself enough the first time, so I went. There was two things I had in mind, and then another thing I picked up that I didn't really think about ahead of time. It was just kind of like an impulse buy. The first two things that I did know I was going to get, or at least was looking at, were the Convertible colors from Stila. They're like a cream blush. They can also be used for the lips, but to be honest, I do have a couple already, and I find like the staying power on the lips is like 20 minutes for me. So, and they feel kind of dry on the lips, so I don't use them as lip creams, but I do like them as a cream blush. The first one I picked up is in the color Gladiola. It's just a really nice, bright, orangey peach. It looks a little bit frightening in the pan, but again, it can be sheared out with the right brush. That took a lot of work for me to say that word. The right brush, and it's just really, really pretty. The next color I picked up was thanks to my friend Tiffany, who sent me those things, so I saw it on her blog, and it is in the color Sweet Pea. Perfect for spring again. What else is new? It's just this really nice, medium rosy pink, absolutely amazing, sheared out, so gorgeous. I just love the packaging even. Like, I'd like to keep these out on display. And these too. Those would all look really nice together. The next thing that I picked up from, or the last thing that I picked up from Sephora that day, is one of the Dior Addict lip glosses, and I have fallen in love with these things. I understand why they're priced so high. I wish they were cheaper, but they just feel amazing. They're not sticky. They feel like buttery and moisturizing and smooth. I really have never tried a lip gloss that felt this good before. I picked up the color 363 Dormeuse. That's what I'm going to call it, Dormeuse. It's just this really light, pretty baby pink. Nothing special about it. It's just your like typical pink gloss, but oh, these just feel so good, and it actually looks really nice layered over the Too Faced lipstick that I purchased. The very last thing I have to show you is actually a gift from my friend Andy for my birthday, and I had seen this particular product on her, had commented about how much I loved it, and she remembered and bought me one of my own. It is also from Stila, and it is their Color Balm lipstick in the color Gemma, which is this kind of frightening looking dark purple. But I am obsessed with purple lips. This also isn't as heavy, like it doesn't look as dark when you swatch it, and when you put it on the lips you can build it up again or you can sheer it out, and it's gorgeous. Now these are kind of one of my favorite like hybrid lip balm lipsticks. They look, or they feel amazing on the lips, very moisturizing, and it has this like minty tingle which I'm obsessed with. So I really like that. Thanks, Andy. So that is everything beauty-wise that I got or picked up within the last week. Be sure to let me know if you want to see like a further review on anything. I can do it on my blog or I can do it via video, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye!